Welcome into a No Pulp Webisode. He's Austin Barach. I'm Jordan Leonard. And Austin, the NFL draft was this past weekend. And of course, it came down to a player that everyone was looking at before the draft, but for not the right reason. Shedeur Sanders potentially was supposed to go in the top 10, but slides all the way down to the 5th round.
Some people thought that this slide or a slide could have happened based off of how he interviewed with some teams. I was not surprised that he did not go in the first round. Was surprised he did not go in the second round. And after that, it was just insane.
Well, when you look at it, too, I think it was a combination of multiple facets. Yes, he didn't interview well. He wasn't really paying attention to teams within the top 10. But then when you look at it, if you're looking at the quarterback-needy teams, there was 6 teams you could argue needed to draft a quarterback. Pittsburgh needed a starter, but they could have Aaron Rodgers. The Giants needed a starter. They drafted Jackson Dart. The Raiders needed a backup. They got Geno. The Rams needed a future QB, and the Browns were in the middle. Not many people were looking for a starting quarterback, and with Shedeur Sanders' questionable interviews, you're going to draft a backup that is going to be dominating the media conversation?
Right. Whenever you draft Deion's son and also all the hoopla and media that goes with that, it is a big-time gamble. And I think a lot of teams were afraid of that. And the interview process, I believe, is legitimate, right? Teams want to have a quarterback who understands the offense, who understands what it's like to be in a team atmosphere, in a professional atmosphere. I think the downsides of that are a lot. Shedeur will have to prove himself, and now a loaded, in terms of the quantity, quarterback room in Cleveland.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at it, I think Dylan Gabriel and Jalen Milroe being drafted over him, that's kind of crazy. But also, when you look at it, too, 6 quarterbacks were drafted in the first round in 2024. There's going to be a drop-off in the amount that are drafted in 2025. There was just, you just didn't know if it was going to be Jackson Dart drafted in the first round or Shedeur Sanders.
Right. Now, I do want to say the prank call part of this is over the line, inexcusable, should not happen. I'm glad that they are investigating that situation because that is not okay.
Austin and I both not shocked Shedeur slid to the, maybe not 5th round, but outside the first round. We got a lot of, not necessarily football, but lacrosse, baseball, softball to talk about in the full show of No Pulp. Catch it on our YouTube at CitrusTV Sports.